Whew. Well, good evening, friends. Mark Holmes here. As always, I want to thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work without you guys. So, hump day night. That means tomorrow is Thirsty Thursday, followed up by freaking Friday, and of course our live stream then. Can't wait. The weekend is not far away. In fact, actually, the clock is ticking on Dak Prescott's contract. It's funny. I'm gonna ask a real question here. Okay? A lot of times it's funny that I will do something on this channel. Those who watch this channel religiously, you'll come back and say, you talked about this, or you said something about this, and things. Many times. My wife beat me down that, or just a little bit ago when I told them they're going to have somebody who's going to step in big time to stream more games, to put a whole bunch more money in the NFL's pocket. I said that to my wife. I said, see, look, here it is. Yeah, like you were the one that came out. I was like, yeah, I did say. I said that well over a year ago. I talked about the gambling money that was passed last year and stuff. All this new money that's coming into the NFL. But it's funny because right now feels like deja vu. I sat out here 2 years ago and I said, you better get Dak Prescott's contract done before Russell Wilson's. I said, because the market is going to reset. And that's when, we were looking at Matt Ryan's contract at $30 million. And people said, oh, you can't do it. Oh, that's ridiculous and all that. But regardless, I did say that. But let me ask a real question here. Let's take money out of the equation right now. Let's just say money is not a factor. Doesn't matter what you pay Dak Prescott. It won't affect the Cowboys' ability to build a team. Let's just say hypothetically. Just follow along here with me for a second. If money does not matter, do you keep Dak Prescott? Do you believe Dak Prescott's the right guy for the Cowboys? If money's not a factor, that's all I want to know. If money is not a factor, are you okay with Dak Prescott being your quarterback? Because this is kind of funny because I talked about this because I said, just like I did about Russell Wilson's contract. I said 2 years ago, get it done before Russell Wilson or it's going to cost you more. Didn't do it. Price went up. Last year, Cowboys holding up hope to try and figure they could force Dak Prescott to get an extra year. Didn't happen. So here we are now. The price has gone up every time. I sat here probably a month ago and I said, you need to get this thing done before Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, and Baker Mayfield. Because here's the funny thing. We've already heard that Baltimore is in negotiation with Lamar Jackson. Both sides are far apart, but I don't know of any contract negotiations that start close together. They just don't. The funny thing is, they're also talking to Josh Allen. And I said, doesn't seem like anybody is batting an eye about Josh Allen. Because here's the thing with Josh Allen. Josh Allen had a great year this year. He had a great year. But you look at the first 2 years, there was nothing special about those first 2 years. And you look at it and say, well, you got Diggs this year, one of the best wide receivers, added to the mix. So the whole thing you hear about Dak Prescott, he needs people around him. You can look at those other 2 years and say, well, they were average till he got that guy. And in fact, you can look at about 3.5 years of Dak Prescott's 5 that were really, really good. 2016, 2018, 2019, and the beginning of 2020. So that's 3.5 years. out of 4.5 years. You could look at Josh Allen and say, so far he's had one great year out of 3. And it's funny because I think it's Joey, what is his name? I'll probably use it for the cover photo on here. Because he tweeted out, he said, it's funny. This is basically what I did a video on. He said, it's nobody will talk about the fact that Josh Allen has had one good year compared to Dak Prescott's 3.5, but nobody will bat an eye when they pay him $40+ million, which is the truth. Nobody will say jack. In fact, nobody's saying right now that, Josh Allen needs to understand that quarterbacks are paid too much. He should try and leave a little bit extra on the table so that way they can get a few more players to get over the hump. They got close, but you got to worry about New England coming back. That if he takes less money, now that he is now God in Buffalo, understand, he is God in Buffalo right now. He is the best quarterback they had since Jim Kelly. He can do anything he wants in Buffalo. But ain't nobody saying he should take less money. Same thing with Lamar Jackson. Ain't nobody saying, Lamar Jackson, he got to understand he should take a team-friendly deal so that way they can get a few more pieces around him to make sure they get. Nobody's saying that. Nobody's saying that. But back to my original question. For people that say you can't pay Dak Prescott because he's a garbage-ass quarterback. So if money is not the question, then what is your answer? Get rid of Dak? Keep Dak? What's your answer? Is it trade for somebody? Because the Jets have let it known that, basically make me an offer for this mother humper. He said, we're taking calls, which is make me an offer. I want to get rid of this guy. So we can get Sam Darnold. He's on the trading block. And, his contract is definitely lower than what Dak's going to want. Would you rather go ahead and get him instead? Because here's the thing. I've been saying it. Salary cap going to explode. Whether you sign Dak to $38 million, $40 million, or 42, or 45. That number's not going to matter 2 years from now. In fact, that number's not even going to hurt you for this year. Because you watch, the NFL is on a tear right now over the course of the next 2 weeks to get the television contract finalized. They've already got CBS, NBC, and Fox to say, we're going to double it up. You already got ESPN saying, okay, we'll do a 30% increase. And now you got Amazon in here trying to take the Thursday package exclusively. And they're going to use some of that money for this year. And of course, the going forward. This whole thing of $180 million salary cap, I'm telling you, you've been flim-flam. You've been led astray, run amok. It's not about the money. It's not. The Cowboys can do anything they want to. If they want to go ahead and get Dak Prescott signed, they can do it. If they want to go out and get Justin Simmons, if he is not tagged, they can do that too. They have the money and the capabilities. It's not about the money. It's about basically, who's got the bigger balls here. Jerry Jones, so he can say, yeah, I got Dak Prescott to sign for a lesser contract. I hate. There's just some people that you do work for. It doesn't matter what the price is. They got to haggle to make sure they feel like they got a deal. And that's Jerry Jones. It ain't about the money. You think the Cowboys are hurting? He ended up doing what he did with D-Law. Didn't save any money. If anything, it cost him more. But in the end, to say, I did it the way I wanted to. And the same way with Zeke Elliott. It wasn't about the money. It was about me controlling shit. That's where we are right now. But I got to tell you, Dak Prescott, with that psychology degree, he done psyched them the hell out. Cowboys can't make him look bad. Dak and Todd France are doing the perfect thing. They ain't saying jack. It's kind of hard to fight with somebody that's not fighting back. So in the court of public opinion, although there's a lot of you out there that say you can't pay him, but I don't think it's really about the money. I think that you just cannot stand Dak Prescott for whatever reason it is. Because it really ain't about the money. This salary cap is going to do things it's never done before. The NFL, hey, they're good at what they do, and that is literally printing money. And over the course of this next CBA, they're going to be printing a whole lot of it. Yeah. And one more thing about that Amazon deal. I'm trying to put the pieces together here. Because I'm thinking that this is a crazy idea. This is crazy to me. I'm trying to put together this because I try and look at the whole picture of things that are going on. For the Washington football team, Dan Snyder's under siege. His minority partners basically are suing him left and right. They want to get out and everything. The NFL, they're not going to say that they want him out, but they don't want what happened to continue. Jeff Bezos, who building another Amazon headquarters, although he stepped down as CEO of the company, owns the Washington Post, has a big ass house in the DC area. Now has more time because he's no longer CEO of Amazon. There's rumors that he wants to buy the Washington football team. And if you ask me, here's where I think the reason why he stepped down. Would it be a conflict of interest if he bought the Washington football team and he was also negotiating television contracts with the NFL as the owner? Yeah. I believe that's the reason why he stepped down from Amazon. He's trying to get the Washington football team for sure. And since they're making a big ass play to get in business with there, hey, I'm an owner of the team. Yeah, I have some interest in Amazon, but I'm not doing both. Maybe I'm crazy and stupid, who knows? Maybe he just got tired of running Amazon. But you watch. You watch what happens. All right, y'all. I appreciate each and every one of you, gentlemen and ladies, and I will see you guys first thing in the morning, God willing. Peace out.